Order for your mouth, by better so I cover comment. Now I subscribe to the channel now. Or say men's abunsu, I didn't send me up to ya. Once an anciana, Speaker of Parliament, I bang babbing. It was suspended 3 of NPP for MPs for no, including their chief whip, anyone NDC for so MP. Bako na eno ena oko jina TV3 ta no ye interview na ode sansem no nso tuja o che odo no Speaker of Parliament wa ye ade se wotimi art committee a wo be hwehwe sa niema ne mo committee na wa atene de na o che Speaker of Parliament wa ye ade pa na mo suspension na wa de aba no na o che se enfa kwan mo because o hwe orders a nhwe o se mention bozo so o yo bi a wetimi ache wo Parliament pa yi no ne memra no orders a wo nso em se wo nso kan bi na ahyehyɛ sa mra na no na o che se oni ho kwan bia se obetima suspending crofo due to those things are warrior and yebeko na akotie o se menja mbusu ne nchejema o de bai concerning this issue yebeko aba
of the committee to also submit a report to this house. The following members shall constitute the membership of the special committee. I have not consulted any member.
All over the world, almost everywhere in the world, have been vested with certain powers to issue certain sanctions. And these sanctions could include asking a member to withdraw, and I understand that is when they are making a statement or something of the sort, and they can also include suspension, but a reading around suggests that suspension can only happen after a hearing. What do you say? Now that the minority is challenging the Speaker's orders, what's the way out?
Thank you very much. I think that the incident which happened last Thursday and indeed in the morning of yesterday, Friday, certainly brings the name of Parliament into disrepute. It is grave and requires to be dealt with promptly. And the Speaker of Parliament is right to have availed himself of the imperative of Order 34.2 of the new standing order, which provides that despite anything contained in these orders, the Speaker may refer any matter of privilege to the Committee of Privileges and Immunities for examination, investigation, and report. I think the Speaker has, in view of the incident, directed the immediate suspension of the two chief whips for both majority and minority, respectively, and two other members, namely Alasan Suleiman Atampuli and Jerry Ahmed Shahid. Their suspension, as you said, is to last for 2 weeks. Now, the question to ask is from where the Speaker is deriving his authority, as I have heard you discussing.
The Speaker doesn't quote any rule.
In fact, neither the standing orders nor the Constitution grants the Speaker any such authority. The Order 35, which I heard one of your panelists quote, that is on the exclusion of this disorderly member, and he has quoted it rightly when he says that in the opinion of the person presiding over the House or a committee, the conduct of a member is grossly disorderly. The person presiding may order the member to withdraw from the presence of Parliament, and that member shall immediately leave the presence of Parliament and shall not enter Parliament again during the remainder of the day's sitting. So, you see, if an incident happens in plenary,
in the
where
course,
the Speaker is presiding, then the Speaker is clothed the authority to cause the withdrawal of that person from the presence of Parliament, and even that.
Oh, we just lost the Chairman Sabon, so let's get him back.
The line dropped. So I was saying that even if it happens in a plenary where the Speaker is presiding, the order for the member to withdraw from the presence of Parliament lasts for the remaining period of the 24-hour sitting day. It doesn't last for 2 weeks. In this particular case, it happened before a committee of Parliament. And indeed, that order ought to have been issued by the chairman of the appointment committee, not the Right Honourable Speaker.
Okay.
So that is it. And indeed, the Speaker has said that, stated that even before the Committee of Privileges commences their inquiry, he said that anyone found culpable of contemptuous conduct shall be fair charged for the full cost of repairs and replacement, with deductions made from the monuments, including the salaries of members, if necessary. Clearly, the Speaker is jumping the gun. And from the top of his head, he's proffering his own sanction.
Whilst we still have you, I want to do quick so I come back to my guest in the studio and also on Zoom. Can you pronounce on the effects or the legal effects of the vetting that happened after the Speaker's orders were issued and brought to the attention of the committee? Is it void? Can those people be sworn in? If they are sworn in, can somebody go to the Supreme Court and get them, removed?
What is the effect of the Speaker's own directive? I think we are all indicating that the Speaker has not only jumped the gun, but he has gone outside the prescriptions of the law to impose his own sanction. In fact, Order 36 provides the sanction regime. And the Speaker has gone outside that, even before the committee said. So his own attitude and conduct is really, with the greatest respect, questionable. The good thing for us is that today is a non-sitting day. Tomorrow is a non-sitting day. I would plead with the two leaders, the majority and minority leaders, to have a quick meeting with the Speaker to resolve this matter. Because otherwise it may deteriorate.
The question I asked you, sir, was that once the order was made,
is an illegality.
It ought not be disobeyed until it has been properly set aside. That's the rule of law, isn't it?
If the order itself is an illegality, how can anybody apply it?
In the courts, we say that even if a judgment is made in error, is wrong, is void, once it's been made, an order is made, the only way to change it is to take the right procedure to set it aside. Otherwise, it must be obeyed.
Is the reason why I'm saying I want to plead with the two leaders to have a quick engagement with the Speaker over the weekend to bring this matter to a resolution before the House commences.
That's good. But what do you say to the minority's position? They say that they don't intend to stage a walkout in this Parliament. If they have a view and the majority disagrees, they will not walk out, they will stay there and enforce it.
We're looking at a situation where the House could degenerate into something else. I think that we have had enough already. So it's coming back to the issue that I brought, that it is time for the two leaders to quickly have an engagement with the Speaker. I disagree with the method applied by the Speaker. His own orders are out of the standing orders. They have no place in the Constitution itself.
That point has already been made, sir.
But we need to resolve it. So let the two of them have a quick meeting with them over the weekend to resolve it.
Did the minority do the right thing when the majority insisted that they wanted to continue with the vetting, to vet extra more people? And the minority says, since we haven't discussed, we haven't agreed, it will not happen. We are not working out, but it will not happen. Were they right?
In plenary, before the House sit, the Speaker usually would have preceding meetings with the two leaders. And sometimes he extends it to the broader extended leadership. I guess what has not been happening is that the chairman and the ranking member, plus a couple of the leaders, are not having preceding meetings. I will encourage them to do that. If they do that, we'll be able to avoid this whole brouhaha that occasionally blows up.
I need your verdict on the particular conduct, this particular case. The minority is clear that the majority was seeking to add on to the list of people to be vetted, and they disagreed because they had not had a consensus. In the absence of the consensus, they insisted that they won't walk out, they will not participate, but they will ensure that the vetting does not continue. Did they do the right thing?
Something you and I are not privy to whatever discussion that went on.